We saw the same kid who started this. He was with the same group of kids that were with him. They robbed our friend Chris and he wasn't happy. They hopped over the fence and we were about to go over there and chase them until the security guard saw us and he thought we were teaching school and he sent us to the worst place there is. Hi, my name is AJ and this is my project about the Greek goddess Demeter. Here's some facts about her. I had to create a project about her. But anyway, this starts with my friends Fatu and Shavo. When we heard rumors that the security cameras at our school have not been working and wallets have been getting stolen at our school. So we finish up our lunch and we go and walk until some kid kicks me in the back of my legs, makes me fall, and they take our backpacks. They did that to all of us. They took Fatu and Shavo's wallets and they took mine, but they took something even greater, my Gatorade. Me and my friends couldn't get up after they robbed us, so we had to watch them. I yelled to my Gatorade as they walked away. Gator, my baby. Gator, I'll be back. I stayed strong. They took the closest thing I had. And that's when I knew we had to fight back. Now back in the detention room. I said, what kind of place is this out loud? Mr. Jones said, be quiet. It was detention. But the people in that class are animals. Mr. Jones didn't see the evilness they do. They pass notes. They throw paper balls at each other. And what's worse, they stab each other with pencils. No joke. It's a bloodbath. Then Mr. Jones had to go to the next class to get some papers. And when he left, the people in that class started attacking each other, and they were cursing a lot. It was awful to see. Then some kids were then outside, and Fatu went to go check it out. But when he opened the door, they kicked it open, and he flew across the room. And then they all tried to take us all outside for some reason. We didn't know why. But before they did, they took Mr. Jones's wallet out of his sweater from his chair. And then Fatu got up, and then he socked that kid through the window. Everyone got mad, the kids. Then they all tried to square up on Fatu and get him. But it was too many people. They got us all. And they took us outside. We were all waiting outside on our knees and we didn't know what was going on. Then we saw some kid putting all the wallets in the backpack. And that guy, he was the leader. We call him Sam. Then he said for all of us to bring more money to school tomorrow. And if we didn't, we would all die. We were all worried about the fact that this would happen, and we all knew we had to do something about this. Next day, we were getting broke. Teachers all around our school were getting robbed, and we just heard our principal left school so he didn't want to get robbed. So our security and teachers left the school, and so everything was in panic. But me, Fatu, and Shavo asked Chris if he could speak to the people. We would go to the movies, and we had an army for that. And he told us to go to the middle school to spy on them. He gave me a walkie-talkie and said there was a golf cart for us to go over there and stop them. But I said, if they come over, just give them the wallets, nothing else. Chris didn't like that idea, but anyway, Shavo knew how to drive, so he drove us to Freedom, but we ran out of gas. And he told us to go to elementary school to see if those kids are okay. So me and Fatu went over, but when we went over there, the little kids thought we were middle schoolers, and then middle schoolers came, ran over kids, put them in trucks, and they saw us, and then now we had to run for our lives. Me and Fatu ran back to the gas station, and we didn't see Shavo anywhere. We were looking around, and then that's when I heard him say my name. I turned around, and then the gas station exploded. I fell on my face. Boom, I don't know what happened. When I woke up, I was in a prison cell alone. My left hand was tied to chains on the floor, so I was trying to pull it off, but then I heard someone, and that's when I saw her. It was Demeter! I didn't care that she was there, though. I asked her to help her leave, and she's like, I was thinking about helping you if you were nicer. Then she broke the chains off my thing. I ran out the door, and I was like so happy. And that's when I realized I was in an office. Then Demeter took me up on the roof of the school, or I didn't know it was the school yet. She said, do you recognize this place yet? I said, no. She said, it was the middle school. How can I remember this place? I was like, oh yeah, long ago. And then that's when I saw the teachers out in the window, that there were hostages in a room. And that's when Chris radio talking to me. He said, we're being attacked. And that's what I thought I should run over there and go help him. But then Demeter said, wait. And then she showed Fatu and Shavo, but they weren't really there. She said, what about your friends? Do you want to help them? I was like, all of my friends, I have to help them also. I don't know what to do. She said she'll cut me a deal. She said if I help her find her daughter in the underworld, she'll help me with this situation. And I thought about betraying her deal, but I did it anyway. And then she gave me a sweater, and then she went to go help Chris. I was with everyone, but I had my hood up, so I decided to put it down. And that's when I also saw, I was like, where's all the women at? And then that's when there were slaves on the farms, the women and the elementary kids. It was awful to see. Sam, he was awful. He was on the balcony saying, "No more, we will conquer California and the world. We'll stop and kill anyone who gets in our way." Everyone screamed with joy. He was just too powerful. I was alone, but I had an idea to get him. After his speech, long live the middle school, he went to the gym and I went up the stairs. The gym was full of middle school generals, and then I went to the locker rooms where they tortured kids. It was awful to see. And then I went through them because they didn't notice me. They're too busy torturing. I went through the multi-purpose room, and then that's when I saw Sam holding gunpoint on Fatu and Chavo. They were too powerful. They got guns from the police station next door. They murdered all of them. They were too powerful. Even the army fears them. And then they sell women in trucks to people all the way from Los Angeles to San Diego and even as far as Las Vegas. And then I got some dynamite from the multi because it's like a gun room. I tied it to my axe. I lit it and it exploded. And then we woke up again and we're all tied up in a barn. Sam came, opened the door. He had a lighter and then he dropped it on the floor and then he left. So the barn was getting on fire and then we had to leave. But then the mighty Fatu, he flexed, and then he let us free, and then we ran out before the fire came. And then we ran out of the farm where everyone was at, and that's when we saw it. We saw the high schoolers and the middle schoolers attacking each other. We didn't know what was going on. I walkie-talkie Chris. I asked him what he was doing. He said, "We never wanted the wallets. We wanted revenge. We want them all dead, not by the help of your goddess, but by our own people. We do not need anyone's help to do our own work." Chris betrayed us, but I still had to get Sam. Me, Fatu, and Shovel, we all ran to get Sam, and he went up in this helicopter that he got from the police station he took, where all the wallets were at. And then Zeus came by and blew up the helicopter, and then all of our wallets came down undamaged, and the middle schoolers were all dead. The high schoolers got their wallets. But then Chris yelled at his army to kill us, but before we did that, Demeter took me into her underworld. It was awful to see. I did not want to be in there. It was an awful world. I punched her back in the face. I said, "No more." And then I went back in the middle school, and then she came over saying, "I brought my ex-husband Zeus to help you." And then she tried to take me, but then I threw Chris at her, and she took him before she even realized what happened. And then no one knew what to do now. All the high schoolers didn't know what to do. But then Mr. Jones came on a bus, and he said he was going to take us all to the movies. We all ran over. But before I did, I saw something off a dead middle schooler. I wouldn't not believe what I saw on the grass. Then I found my Gatorade. My name is AJ, and this is my story. Thank you for watching. But wait, before you go, if you help support me in this video, I'll turn this short video into a movie. That's right, you heard it right. If you help support me in this video, I'll turn it into a 2-hour movie just for you. So thank you for the support if I get it, and all of you have a good day.